I represent more than the sum of my parts. I was just trying to give you all some of my heart. Through my art, la musica, la poesia. Try to be a warrior like Queen Boadicea. I saw no Maria, no savior, just a chained whip slave ship overseer. And they had no idea how I got the rear. Swept up, tears leapt up over fear. I had a mum who told me question authority, and a dad whose only quest was authority. That has left me with an inner dichotomy, in a cyclone, in a trance, try stopping me. I was the boy on the corner, so dizzy. Yeah, that Dizzy Rascals' first album, The Boy in the Corner. I was the boy in the corner, so dizzy. I used to sit with my boys and roll ciggies. I used my real accent, no Iggy. Puffin 98, no biggie. Let the show begin, thoughts I'm provoking them. See the storm rolling in, strolling on linoleum like what the fuck is up? I like my cup filled up and my women Amazonian. It's your body, it's your right to choose, huh? What to do with your fallopian tubes or your ovaries over these chauvinist dudes controlling attitudes, telling you what to do, huh? Yeah, you know. That was like the Kanye, huh? You know, he does that? It's like the worst ad-lib in the history of hip-hop. So they're Napoleon's little man shit. I'm 100 fucking kilogram bricks at the raw, uncut, uppercut to the gut. Better duck when I buck, run amok. What is up? Inequality's growing, and all I got going is my flowing, my war poems. Wilfred Owen, knowing that they're mowing us down, sometimes I want out. Want to throw in the towel? Undoubtedly. But I'm an abacus. People count on me, so I handle it. You know I'm bound to be bouncing these beats while ASIO's hounding me, trying to get me shot up on the boundary. I see my peers all trying to stunt. They want a car with a lady looking fly on the front. Me, I try every month to send a bundle to my gran in the jungle lands at least once. You see, that's baller to me. I'm trying to keep my fam poverty free, send him some dollars to eat. I'm not totally there yet. The same income as when I worked at the back of Kingsley's Chicken in a hairnet. See, I'm the best. That you never heard of yet. I'm screaming death to the Murdoch press. I read the turd off ads. I'm getting faded off the Smirnoff red. I hit the streets when I swerve off set. Everywhere I'm seeing violence, everywhere violence. It started with invasion and pacts of silence. Terrorist tyrants, a theater of war, the guns roar. We could still hear the encores. Cause Governor Macquarie told soldiers to march up. Kill black fellas, strike fear in their hearts, but hanging from the tree so everyone could see. That's the same dude we named a bank and a uni after. Cause our country has a rotten core, forgotten wars in the bottom drawer. The myth makers are dictators and piss takers. They got a lot of gore when they choose their memorials and who we choose to honor more. The people who were fighting for their lands back from the land grabs, rapes and the ransacks. Nah, let's forget about that. Lay another wreath for the Anzacs. Pertinent, you know what's going on tomorrow. Who were used as a fodder for the empire, eaten up by the gunfire. Don't get me twisted, no disrespect for their sweat perspired or the bloodshed, but we've got to reach higher. Be nuanced, shift the lens, be brave and consider again. Stop putting words into the mouths of dead men for your modern agendas. For the sake of myth, people change what it is they remember. The diggers didn't fight for the fags to get married or hijabs to be worn. They fought for the flag that we carry. They fought for our freedom, our right to be equal and even. Well, yes and no. Some people took the chance just to travel the globe, a sense of camaraderie and hanging with their bros, traveling and battling an unknown foe. They fought for a nation that divided up races and preached segregation, a place where it was cool to beat your wife, so don't make up their morals in hindsight. Being so selective is cheap, see. We're hiding from the history that makes us uneasy, at least question while we venerate it. We poured out $350 million to commemorate it. And despite all the facts, Brendan Nelson won't commemorate the frontier wars that really made us. Look, look. It wasn't just Bush, Mr. Abbott, a place for the crook, Captain Cook, to inhabit. Take a look in your books, Mr. Abbott. 500 languages kept the lands managed. And I'm not indigenous, but I try to understand that they not just fought but fight for their land right now, when they won't die down and the fire's burning hot enough to burn John Howard's eyebrows. Yes! The people tell me love it or leave it. Fuck that. How about love, hate it and stay? I'll carry the flame. They try to disqualify everything that I say, cause I'm a big brown brother with an Arabic name. They call me ungrateful and unpatriotic. Shit, that attitude is straight idiotic. If loving your country means wanting change for the better, that means criticizing the ugly. Side of society ASAP, we got a 17.5% gender pay gap, played out narratives of whores and Madonnas, cap calls to the officers of politics. Shit, a woman a week dies from domestic violence. It's 2, I think, nowadays. 2 women a week die from domestic violence. If that is not a crisis, tell me, what is a crisis? Nah, instead we obsess over ISIS or the Ebola virus or fucking Miley Cyrus. Man, open your eyelids. I told you it was a pub rant. Most articulate one ever. Still, self-aggrandizing asshole. Still, it's not my aim to claim that I never said bitch in vain to maim or disrespected women. I'm a product of the system, but we've got to untrain our brains to make a difference. Because our attitudes, they exist in our slang. When we say, grow some balls, or bro, be a man, or she's a slut, or don't be a pussy brother. Cookie cutter thoughts reflect where we stand. You see, I'm channeling love, but I'm channeling anger. I know the echo chamber is always the danger. Preaching to the choir, a church of the converted. But should I keep my eyes averted while justice is perverted? You know, sometimes I kind of worry about that. Like, you know, am I just like preaching to the choir right here? Like, we're all already share the same politics. We're just kind of nodding in unison and then like no resolution ever fucking happens. But at the same time, what the hell are our choices? Because it feels right now all we have is our voices. And I'm trying not to sink like Venice. If I said it, I meant it. I try to live by the tenets. Make change, make love, make music with a message. Get the picture like Cole Bennett's. He's a legendary Canberra photographer. It's really sad that only a few of you knew him. He's a legend, man. Yeah. Hey, as long as there are Manises and Nauru's, I won't bow to the apathy like them other clowns do. Our government has blood on its hands, $3 billion in its budgeting plans to keep the hellholes open. That's more than the yearly budget of the UNHCR globally. See, I got stats to back my shit up, man. This is a stat rap. Actually, you should probably check those figures. I don't know, man. And I know that no man is an island, but even continents will sink in a changing climate. They deny all the scientists' findings, gut the CSIRO, but the clock is unwinding, the clock is unwinding. But against all of that, I find solace in my pen, my storytelling, spelling out my origins and ends, the profane and sacred. The best means of understanding ourselves is something so ancient. Since we were animals roaming on savannah, became hunter-gatherers standing up killing mammoths, drilling holes into ivory bones, pentatonic tones as expressions of soul, praying to our deities, painting on the cave wall, pressing in a clay, life, death, love, mating calls, language born, turned into cuneiform, runes on the stone in the pyramid halls. But now we put it down over beats and breaks, acetate, cubase, database, Socrates, and I got blood up in my veins again, heart subterranean and bloom like the reddest of geraniums. And I see stars appear, before unseen. Every single one represents a human being, drifting through time like a luminous dream. Maybe one day, someday, we will understand what they mean.